Ooh. Yo, what up, G Done? Fit today, Junior. That's kind of crazy. Kinda crazy, bro. What you been on though, man? How's your games going? Did I stream that? Okay, I did just put that in there. Jesus. I'm still kind of sleeping, bro. Not much, bro. Things are going well, been busy. Have you like done a full release yet of that Heroes of Battle? Or are you still working on that? What up, Cracky? What up, bro? Let's see this real quick. No, not yet. Do you have like a timeline, or you're just kind of like chilling right now? Let me put this game in chat. We are working towards our final progression system. We found a card system we are happy with that doesn't monetize RNG. I like that. I like that a lot. It sounds good. I want it to release sometime September. That sounds good. That sounds good. I still want to work on that tower defense battles game I was doing. I still think that's a good idea. But it's got about 2 weeks left on it. And I think it's risky. So I don't think I'm gonna like focus on it right now. I'd rather just kind of try and get some success first. That's just one of those types of projects where it hasn't been done before, and you know, it could go either way. This game though, this Steela game, I don't even know, dude. This game is like, I don't know if this is good. I made a couple adjustments, so I brought up I have a badge where I know if players play over 20 minutes or not. And so I made a couple adjustments, and it brought that up to almost 9% from about 5%. It was fluctuating between about 5 to 6% there for a bit. Now it's at almost 9%, so I feel like that's, you know, progress, but I still don't think the game's going to do really well, to be honest. I've cut off one of the campaigns. The campaign that was doing not as good, I cut off that campaign, so now I'm only running the one campaign on it. We'll see how that goes, but I mean, the click-through rate's over 2%. I don't know, though. I mean, I feel like it's still early to tell. And this next bit that I'm going to be adding is it is a pretty huge improvement. I pinned it. It's the pinned comment, I think. It is a huge improvement, but at the same time, I don't think it's gonna cut it, you know. Now what I'm about to add today, which I'm almost like kind of wrapping up, it's really just a quick ad type shit, but it's the money, like rewards, visually seeing the rewards and what you did after every match. Yeah, because right now it's just sound effect and your tickets go up and you see the tickets going up, but it's like there's nothing that draws focus to that. So I'm having that UI real quick that says, hey, you did all this, and a player can either press OK. Yo, what up, Builder Beast? A player can either press OK on it, or they just don't press OK on it, and it'll just get removed when the next match starts. That's kind of what I'm adding now. I feel like that could be a game changer, but at the same time, I also feel like it may not cut it. I don't really know, dude. I don't really know. And then there's also the fact that, like, some ad players are just, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I really don't know. But I can't get attached to the project, and I have to, like, cut my losses at a certain point. Is it? Are you in it right now? Let me see if you're in it right now. I'll join you. People are really, bro, it's getting like this is definitely the best feedback that I've gotten from a game that I've uploaded. I'll say that. So I'm making a ton of progress, I think, on like what's fun and you know all that stuff. Um, but yeah, and I need to turn off the sound because right now the sound. I need to make a settings to where you can turn off the sound. The sound is really awful, to be honest. How do I go to settings? Jesus Christ, I'm such a bot. Here, let me put up chat. I'm gonna pull up chat window so I can see your chats while I'm looking at other stuff. I mean, yeah, dude, I think it's a good idea. It's got like a little, it's got like some not like bugs, but like things that aren't fully working. Like if you haven't noticed, there's not all the players don't have a highlight that should have a highlight. I need to fix that. But for the most part, it's pretty solid. Like nothing's game breaking in here. Let me pull up chat though, so I can see your chats. Oh, what is this? Update available. No, I'm good. I'm good. Alright. Do you think it would be better ESP for a new player if they didn't select a team, just spawn them right in the optimal team? That is a good question. I feel like no. I feel like it would be worse a little bit. I feel like it wouldn't matter too much, but I do feel like having to like pick your team is better. Here's why, is because it's instantly making the player have to engage as soon as they join, right? They're instantly having to make a choice. So that immediately engages them. BRB, yeah, no worries. So that immediately engages them into the experience, and now they have to make other choices, which is like playing the game, right? So I do think it's actually a good thing that you should add King of the Hill where teams compete for high tier brain rots. What is that? What do you mean by that? King of the Hill. I'm not familiar. I mean, I'm kind of familiar with King of the Hill, but I'm not sure what you mean. But yeah, so if you remember, I don't know if you played that bingo game actually, G-Dun, when we were playing that. But they had the same situation. That's where I got that from. Is in bingo, they have it to where you choose if a match is already going, you just choose your team. And I actually like that a lot, and for the reason I just explained. The player has to engage already, and I think that's really good. But oh yeah, something I added though, the messaging, bro. So I noticed in a game like this, you're focused on the gameplay. Nobody was talking in chat. All right, back to school. All right, bet Builder B. See you later, bro. Nobody was talking in chat, so I added the chat system where for certain actions they just give out a chat message, and I think that's made an improvement. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's part of the reason why it jumped up so high. Not just that, but I also made it to where you can see your goal more clearly, and if you reach the goal, it ends the match early. And then I also added the what else did I add? I added something else, bro, that we already talked about. But yeah, I don't feel as if I'm sensing the progression exactly, right? And that's what I'm working on today, is adding in that oh yeah, wait, you mean during match, right? You mean during match. I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. Yeah, you mean during match, right? I'm not aware of what creatures are really good or if money really matters. I haven't found one I wasn't able to buy yet. So for this game, how I'm making it is because it's team-based, you don't have currency, and you just pick up whatever brain rot you want. And I do agree with you, though, that there's not really... The only sense of the brain rot right now is the rarity. Let me share my screen. The only sense right now is the rarity. So, like, this epic, common, legendary, that's all there is right now. We do have auras that we're going to be adding. Oh, that's a bug. I thought I fixed that one. I guess not. He just doesn't know where to go. Yeah. Just a little bug. It doesn't, I don't think it happens that much. I wonder what caused it that time. During match, but I do like how the combat feels more necessary here. Yeah. Yeah, we're adding auras. I don't know if that's going to be a big tell. I feel like it is because you're going to be able to see an aura across the map versus just having to focus on the rarity UI. But yeah, as of right now, the rarity UI is dang, this guy's messing, guy's dodging me, bro. All right. I do agree with you though on the progression, and I was brainstorming ideas. I haven't been able to come up with anything really. You know, you have your money here at the bottom left. You also have billboard if you want to look at the other team's money versus your own. It used to be both teams at the bottom left, but then I just realized that there wasn't that immediate connection of your own money, which I think is very important. So I don't know, dude. I really don't know. I haven't... If you have any ideas, let me know, bro. To be honest. I haven't really been able to think of any ideas as far as like, oh, my team's money is going up. And there's that real big sense of progression during match. Now, as for match ending, that's what I'm adding today, is you're going to have UI of everything you did in the match and your points associated. So that's what I'm adding today. It's not going to take long. I've already started on it. But yeah, I would rather see a progress bar to a certain amount of money or something to make it feel more exciting, seeing how much money the enemy team is earning versus us. Interesting. Do you have any examples that you could send me? Because I'm having a hard time picturing what that looks like. And I know what you're saying, but I have a hard time picturing of like a good UX for it. You know what I mean? Because I've brainstormed that too, and I just cannot come up with anything that will be simple and elegant for the game. What about, let me read Austin's message. I think I skipped over Austin's message a bit ago. Like, whichever team holds the top of the hill by knocking enemies off for the longest, they're rewarded with a brain rot. Interesting. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, fuck. This guy can't even be... Yeah, that guy can't even be... There's another bug. 2 bugs I gotta write down, to be honest. 2 bugs I gotta write down. To be freaking real. I'm just gonna write it here. Sometimes brain rots don't have a target. Sometimes brain rots pickup UI is disabled after dropped. And these are just edge cases, I feel like. I mean, even though now this is happening twice. I thought I fixed these, but I guess not. Well, I may have fixed them for certain situations. There's multiple situations that could probably happen, so... there's probably just one situation left for each that I just haven't fixed yet. But yeah, anyways. I was thinking, like, you know how some games they do the top bar goal UI? I was thinking for that, but I just have no idea. What is this guy talking about? Oh my god. Freaking Roblox, bro. Money divided into mock something up. All right, bet G done. Money, what about teams' money gets divided into however many players there are? Each player can use their own money to get brain rots. Interesting. I think that's interesting. I would have to think about that more and how that would look like. I've already thought of something similar, like you just have team money that you can spend. But I just don't, I think that that just kind of like, I don't know, it just makes, it's just not needed. I feel like that's not needed. Like, yeah, I just feel like it's not needed because you just can pick them up and, you know, like I want the game to be focused around the action of I got a brain rot, I got a brain rot before you for my team. You know, like your team's losing. Like it's a team-based game, so I feel like that would kind of defeat the purpose of having a team-based game, and we're literally just recreating still a brain rot. Because this isn't a simulator, right? This is just a match-based game that has some simulator mechanics, right? Like Steal a Brain Rot is a simulator. You're tied to your sole currency that nobody else is tied to, and you want to grow it. That is a simulator. This is match-based. You don't have sole currency other than the tickets that you get for playing the game, but that it's not, you know what I mean? Like that's just for like tools later on that we're gonna add probably today or tomorrow morning. I'm really burnt out, so I might just not add them today. But we have a few other tools that we're gonna add. You know, and then that UI for the tickets after the match is done. Can I help fix bugs in your game? How would you do that? I'm gonna go with probably not though. There's really not that many bugs, and there's nothing like game breaking. Yeah. There's only 2 bugs I know of right now, actually, and that's the ones that we just saw. Okay, so the money collected is only for whoever team has the most money wins. Yes. Yeah, whoever has the most money wins. And what is this guy doing? You know we're on the same team. There is also a problem sometimes that players don't know that they're on the same team or not. Like genuinely, they're not trolling. They like think they're on another team. So I have to like think of a simple solution that resolves that. And as of right now, supposed to have highlights. Obviously those aren't working. I have tick marks, right? Supposed to have highlights. Those for some reason are just not working anymore. I don't know why. But yeah. Maybe they get disabled and I don't re-enable them. I don't really know. But yeah. We'll see. So like, wait, oh shit. Okay, so check Discord would work well if collectors worked for each person. What do you mean by that, G-Dun? So like me taking it does not affect your money, but me buying an epic brain rot is good for all of us. I'm not sure if I'm understanding. I don't think I'm understanding that. I'm not visually seeing how that would work. You can make their hitbox be the color of their team and a bit transparent. What do you mean hitbox? There are no hitboxes in this game, by the way. I don't use hitboxes. I only use raycast. And if we work towards earning money to get the rare brain rots, we will be more prone to fighting in the center over good ones. Are you saying, G-Dun, are you saying that... Are you going over, like, everybody has their own money? And then we can still, like... How would that look like, though? You know what I mean? I'm kind of seeing it a little bit, but I'm just having a hard time. I think it's just because I'm really burnt out. But are you saying everybody has their own money? It's still a team based. Everybody has their own money. But then how would they collect? If you're collecting money for the team, like how is it gonna affect? You know what I'm saying? Like that just doesn't. I'm not really seeing. I don't really see it. But to respond to the hitbox situation, there's supposed to be highlights. I think that's what you're talking about, right? The code just isn't finished for the highlights, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. That's just, highlights are so weird sometimes, bro. I swear. Like sometimes these highlights work and sometimes they don't. Like I don't understand. Because I've gone over the code so many times. Like see how that didn't work sometimes? Like look. Like now it works, but then like sometimes when I do it, it doesn't work and it doesn't make any sense at all. Like I don't know. But then there's the highlights for the other enemies. They're supposed to have little highlights on them. Like just the outline. That's not working. Each player would be able to collect the same 500. Oh, so we're full. I could add a UI saying we're full. I really need to put in that like after match end situation in. So, because I feel like that's just going to make it a lot better. I feel like that's going to be a big improvement when players get to visually see what they did during a match. Like that's pretty big, I think. Collector and purchase brainrot with it to help the team and themselves earn more money. I really am having trouble seeing that, to be honest. Because to me, if you have like their own money, then you're just defeating the purpose of it being a team. So I'm really kind of confused. And this guy thinks he's in his base. I swear this guy thinks he's in his base right now. Yeah, no, this guy thinks he's in his base right now. This is actually an issue. Yo, is this guy actually like confused? I have no idea what's happening with that guy. Holy crap. That dude just walked through. How'd that dude just walk through? Hold on a second. Let me see what he's doing. I wonder if he can walk through still. I don't know. I haven't really seen many people be able to walk through, so. You're still working on how to communicate it right now, not even fully thought out, but I might type up. I don't know exactly how to communicate it right now. Not even fully thought out, but I might type something up here in a bit. Got you, bro. Sounds good. Yeah, the thing is, dude, I'm gonna like run ads until it's in the algorithm, but after that, I mean, I'm just, it's either gonna do well or it's not. I'm not gonna get attached to it. This highlight's not supposed, this hitbox isn't supposed to, this isn't even a hitbox, it's just a selection box over the model. That's not a hitbox. If that's what you were talking about, that's not actually a hitbox. I think an arrow beam pointing to your base after buying your first brainrot could kind of fix the problem of someone not knowing what base they're in. There is a tutorial that does that. But it doesn't do it every single match. You know what I mean? So, are you saying that I should do it every single match? I think you are, and that might be a good idea. Just because players just don't know. Just an arrow, like not the full tutorial. There's a full tutorial in, but just the arrow pointing, I think, would actually be good. Just for their first brainrot. How much ad credits? I'm doing $20 a day right now. $20 a day right now, and it's at almost like 20K visits. I don't really have like much data though, other than the 20% or the 20 minutes. Like players, oh fuck, they're stealing our brain rots. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, I fucking missed. Roblox. No, I don't, bro. Yeah, I really want to add that reward UI. I think that's going to be so much better. It just needs to be like, there needs to be like, it can't be so bland when you end a match. It needs to be like fulfilling, and it's not. All right. Oh, right. That's a good idea, Austin. That's a good idea, and I just didn't know what that would look like. And I still kind of don't, even with the screenshot you showed me. What is this, bro? Oh, this is interesting. I will clarify my thoughts on team versus personal progress, but first thought was related to your timer. I don't find it appealing. I don't really know what the win condition is. I think a more compelling win condition could be a race to a certain amount of money. Could have a UI at the top of the screen that shows each team's progress. Did you see, G-Dun, did you see this? You and Austin have like the same idea for this, and I really, this is like what I really was trying to go for, and it just, I couldn't think about it in my head. I'm already juggling so much. But I do like this though. But like, which one would, yeah, which one would be better? I'm gonna have the, so the timer is just for like the time left, like if you don't win, I guess, like, I don't know, like if no team reaches the goal, which is like never gonna happen. So what are you saying, like the timer's pointless? Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? It's just for, if there's nobody that reaches the end, then it would just the match would be over. So I just don't know. I feel like that's a good thing, but maybe it's not even needed if there is that goal at the top like it is. Or it could just have both there. I think having both isn't an issue, but I really just don't know. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's a interesting thing. That is so crazy. I think there can be a timer, but by itself, I don't know what our team's goal is. Got you. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And basically I think I'm gonna do, I don't know. I think I'm gonna do, is the sec part the goal? Is the sec part the goal? I wonder. I wonder if I could, G-Dun, am I tripping right now? I could combine your screenshot and Austin's screenshot in an elegant way, no? I don't know. I might be stupid for thinking that. You create screen GUI via code. That's Chad. Thanks, bro. Yo, what you working on? I am adding in a visual like reward UI at the end of every match, so you can see yeah, I don't know. I actually need to make another frame for this and just put it in the center of this. So I'll do size, scale 0.9. We'll do like 0.975. I don't fucking know, dude. Just random, completely random.